This is Christian. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about how you can make 100 G's, $100,000 per year as a developer. And if you are in UK or in Europe, these numbers are different. Maybe for you it's gonna be 50,000 or whatever. But for Canada, for US, 100 G's is like the sweet spot. That's what kind of everyone wants. And I want to give you my roadmap, what I would do if I would be you. So the first step is learning the skill, and that should take you maybe a year or so to be able to learn the skill properly, and then a few more months until you get hired, until you get a job. Okay, so let's assume that we are taking that out of the way. I'm not going to talk about that now because I've been always drilling about this subject. Okay, so let's assume you've already got the job. Your first job is gonna pay you anywhere from 40 to 60,000, maybe 80 or 90 if you are lucky, right? But that's very unrealistic and probably is gonna piss you off if you have this expectation, at least from your first job. Okay, so with your first job you'll make 60 grand, let's say. That's kind of what you're looking at. But as time goes on, as your first year goes by and then your second year goes by, you can expect to make $120,000. Okay, but I would not do that. To be fair, what most people do is once they get their first job, they get comfortable, okay, and they start procrastinating. How they start procrastinating is by learning more code. And this sounds weird, right? You should be getting more experience, but here's the thing: you'll be getting more experience as time goes on anyway, as you're building stuff. So you'll hit a point of diminishing returns, right? The more you kind of study, the less you'll actually gain. So you need to understand that, okay? And if you burn yourself out like most junior developers once they get their first job, you'll kind of start to hate the job really quick. I know this because I did this as well. I did this in the beginning. I was burning myself out trying to learn more tech, more stuff, more about backend, more about frontend. But what I should have done is actually just be patient and understand that it takes time, and understand this diminishing return kind of gain in skill. Okay, and what I would do is after my third month in the job, I would start looking for another job just to see what's out there. You know, I would start interviewing. Okay, I have no pressure. I don't really want to get another job, so that means when I'm gonna go into an interview, I'm gonna be super relaxed. I'm not gonna care about the outcome. And guess what? When you start doing that, you'll start getting offers higher and higher. Okay, so I would aim to go for an interview at least once a month. Okay, at least once a month, just to know that I can talk to people. Okay, in the interviews, it's very important to know how to talk to people and how to understand their problems. That's why, for example, when I have a call with someone that wants to work with me, I have to ask a lot of questions to understand that person's problems. In the same way, you have to be able to cultivate this ability to understand what people are looking for if they want to hire you. Okay, and the more you practice this, the better you'll get. Actually, I got so good at this that after 6 months of being in my job, I was interviewing so much that one of the recruiter hated me so much, because basically I doubled my salary in those 6 months when I learned how to interview, when I received an offer. And I said no because I was too scared to leave. And the recruiter actually emailed one of my bosses, and he told he or she, I think it was a girl that emailed my boss and told him about the fact that I'm looking for another job. Anyway, I was afraid because I did not have a mentor. I did not have anyone to tell me if I'm good or not. So I had the imposter syndrome going on for me. But you might have the same thing, right? You might feel like, oh, maybe I'm just an imposter. Maybe I got lucky with this first job and I'm not gonna interview. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna procrastinate by learning more. But that's gonna hurt you. Okay, what you'll understand is that in the past 5 years since I've been doing this, I've been working on a bunch of projects, okay, for different kinds of companies, from all the way from startups to web design agencies to corporate right now. Now I'm teaching programming, and all projects are the same. I have realized that, and that's why I don't care. You know, you can give me anything and I know all the projects are the same, and you need the same experience. You need to know how to interview, and you need to understand that all projects are the same. You need to understand that there is a point of diminishing returns and you cannot study all your life. Then this $100,000 per year is such a mystical creature. Everyone wants it. Everyone craves it. Everyone like, if I would make $100,000 a year, I'm gonna be enough. You know, I'm gonna have enough money. It's not. Until you don't have 1 million in your bank account, until you don't have 1 million in your bank account, you can't really do anything. At the end of the day, as a software developer, you are just an employee, right? And what most people do is they just stay employees, okay? And then after 10, 15 years, this software development thing might not be affordable anymore. Like, it might not be worthwhile. And if you're just wishing that you can do this for the next 65 years, then you're wrong. You'll end up in the same position as most people that are 40, probably. They are 40, they've never learned anything, and now they want to get into software development, right? And I have nothing against that. I have no problem with that. But because they had such a huge gap from learning, maybe 20 years since they've learned the skill, they can't pick up anything else. Or they can pick it up, but it's gonna take a lot of time. They have to learn first how to learn, then they have to deal with software, okay? And you don't want to get into this position. You need to keep learning other things apart from software development. It is such a crucial thing that I don't think anyone in this whole YouTube coding thing, LinkedIn, whatever, no one is talking about this, right? Because it doesn't sell, it doesn't sound good, right? Everyone is like motivational and, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're gonna make it. Who knows if you're gonna make it, right? You have to always have a vision for where you want to go, right? After you become a software developer, the journey is just starting out. You'll be able to fund other things, okay? Investments. Maybe you want to start a business, right? You have the capital and you have to cultivate your brain continuously for years and years and years. I know most of the people that are watching me are guys, so you have to work hard, right? You might have a family to support. You might have to support your mom and dad, right? We live an average of 4,000 weeks. And if you are 25, which is the average of the person that's watching me, you already burned a third of your life. Do you want to work the rest of it? I don't want to work till I'll be 50 or 60. I want to retire by 30. 32, and I'm using software development to fund this retirement. And that's what you have to do as well, even if you are 35. You have to figure out what you have to do to retire by 40. Because trust me, as you're getting older, if you are one of the older people that are watching me, you can tell me that things are becoming more tough, more responsibilities. Health is not working out that well. And if you don't have the money, 100 G's is not gonna cut it. You're gonna have back pain. If you have parents, maybe you wanna take care of them when they'll be older, right? You don't want to have them work till 65 or 70 or however the work age is gonna be, right? So I know this video started from how to get 100 G's to some motivational video, but this is what I want to share with you, right? You have to be responsible. Time is ticking and these weeks are passing by and they'll never ever come back, right? Money, you lose some money, you get money. You can invest into something, you can learn something, you can put it into some stocks or whatever. Right now it hurts because you don't have the money in your bank account, but 5 years down the line, you have something tangible, right? Maybe your brain is improved, maybe some assets have grown in value, but you have to be uncomfortable and look at the masses. Look at the masses of people that are learning this coding thing. They are doing all the wrong things and then they are crying all over the place. That's what you want to do. Anyway, let's end it on a happier note. That's my rant. Understand that you have to interview. Once you get your first job, you have to keep your eyes on the prize. You have to figure out the next thing, right? Understand the point of diminishing returns. Don't be one of those people that always talk about code, and they are only the coding girl or the coding guy, right? You have to be more than that. And you have to be smarter. And this channel is gonna help you with that. So if you like this video, if you like my rant, and if you don't like my face, hit like, subscribe. And if you are a fan of mine, type in the comments OnlyFans. If you wanna work with me, there is a link there. Click it, watch the video, book a free consultation, call me, and let's see if we can work together. Until next time, Christian. Cheers.